Hello, see you again with Brainfactor channel. This time we will discuss about, is it true that cats have 9 lives? Watch the video carefully and don't skip this video. And please help subscribe and like our channel. Thank you. Is it true that cats have 9 lives? Everyone here adores their kitties. They could be grumpy creatures that would knock things over around the house, nestle and curl up on our laps when we were feeling down, and sometimes even when we were working. Since they have 9 lives, we want to imagine that they will always be there for us, even if something bad happens. But alas, this is not the situation at all. The idea that our feline friends have 9 lives is only a myth, no matter how much we wish it were real. We are aware that this is a truly tragic situation. This raises the question, from where did this urban legend originate? Let's break it down, and see if there is any consolation to be found in the facts. The myth of the cat having 9 different lives. There are no actual historical records that can pinpoint when or where the myth of the 9 lives of cats was first created, so no one knows who was responsible for starting the legend. The problem with oral history is exactly like this. It is a well-known fact, however, that the concept of a cat having 9 lives was first mentioned in an English adage, which goes as follows: a cat has 9 lives. For the first 3, he stays, for the second 3, he plays, and for the final 3, he strays. Even if the proverb's roots continue to be a mystery, at least we may construct a plausible timeline for their development. Romeo and Juliet is one of the most well-known plays written by William Shakespeare. In that play, he is credited with writing the line, "Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives." The tragedy was written by the bard in the 16th century, which means that the belief that a cat has 9 lives dates back to before the 1500s. Why do cats get 9 chances to live? It is common knowledge that our feline friends are among the most nimble of all animals. In addition, they are fiercely independent and highly intelligent beings. They are able to survive falls from great heights and continue to stand upright after impact. There is even a case that was documented in New York in which a cat survived after falling from a 32-story building and only suffered minor injuries as a result of the fall. It's possible that stories like this one inspired the concept that cats have 9 lives each of their own. Of course, this is all possible because of the remarkable anatomy of the cat. Cats, and most other feline species, descended from ancestors who lived in trees. The many years of evolution that occurred before they were brought into human care ensured that they were able to adapt to the height at which their species initially lived. Cats are equipped with a righting reflex that allows them to twist their bodies when they fall, allowing them to safely land on their feet after a fall. Because of their vast body surface area, the power of their fall is reduced. On the other hand, their ligaments and bones are incredibly flexible, which assists them to sustain as little damage as possible from the collision. Therefore, one could claim that a cat's 9 lives are the result of evolution over the course of millions of years. Why are there only 9 lives? People have long been curious about how and why cats have 9 lives, but have you ever considered why 9 is such an unusual number? Let's find out. According to the principles of numerology, the number 9 carries a great deal of importance due to the fact that it is made up of 3 distinct sets of 3. The number 9 is imbued with spiritual connotations and significance in many world religions, including Islam, Greek Orthodoxy, and Roman Catholicism. For instance, the meaning of the number 9 in Islam is very similar to the meaning of the number 9 in the Indian school of thought known as Sanatana Dharma, which asserts that there are 9 opportunities for man as well as the 9 months of gestation time of birth. In Greece, the number 9 has been given the name the Trinity of Trinities, which is a reference to the fundamental structure of numerology. What is even more remarkable is the fact that the myth of the cat having 9 lives has different iterations in other cultures, specifically with regard to the number of lives cats are said to have. dedicated to the cat goddess Batet, visitors would frequently make offerings consisting of mummified cats. To summarize everything, the answer is no, cats do not have 9 lives, despite the fact that we really wish they did. Even though our feline compatriots have a better chance of outliving us, this does not absolve us from the responsibility of providing them with additional tender loving care, despite the fact that they can be quite superior at times. They might possibly be godlike creatures that have been adored throughout history, which would explain why they like to prefer they own our house and lord themselves over us whenever they come here. Well, that's all for this video about is it true that cats have 9 lives? Thank you for watching.